Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Natalie. I am playing with the vintage rose paper collection, and I also have the blossom branch stamp. Now I'm going to show you all these pretties. They're just gorgeous. I'm going to use quite a few. I accidentally bought 2 packs, so there is one flower that I'm going to use more than once, and that's actually out of the other pack, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, mistakes happen. I love this paper. So he's going to feature in one of the cards today. We have 3 cards that are a little bit, well, it's vintage rose, so it's very vintagey, really pretty little colors. So I picked out a couple of papers. While I think about it, let me know down below how the sound is. I had a lady who mentioned, she asked me if I had a new microphone, and I hadn't. I was just doing it off my camera rather than a voiceover, which I want to do more. So when we move into the next house, then I might have a space where I can do that easily enough. But you know, since COVID, everyone's home and it's quite loud. I have cut out the vintage labels too. I've used just one of those to be off the side, and we're going to have a little aperture card. So this is only going to be, did I say it was going to be 3 cards? It's not going to be 3 cards. I'm losing my brain. But anywho, I am using the Desert Sand Memento it's not tuxedo. I'm just having a bad voice day. I have actually been sick, so the brain's still not firing up completely. This is very light. This is ink so it's desert sand. As you can see here, in my computer, it's very hard to see, but I can actually see it in real life. I'm using the Derwent Academy pencils. I'm just showing you a swatch now. This is available at paperrose. And we're going to do a little bit of no line coloring just to bring it out a little bit. You will need the stamp, or like the image that's on the with the stamp, because it can be very hard to see. I have 4 colors that we're going to be using today. I have the tan and coffee, which is pretty much what I'm going to be using all my flowers for. And then I'm going to come in with a dark green and an orange, and you'll see those in a very little bit. It's going to be a little bit hard. I'm trying not to cover up what I'm doing, but it can be hard. I'm going to show you a few bits and pieces, and then we're going to jump over, because I'm very aware of your time, so I don't want to, I just want to give you the idea of what I'm doing, and then we can just jump ahead a little bit. Because we're doing it on paper, it is harder to see, but it's going to just give a soft little background to our design. But you do need to use, this is the green that's coming in for our stems, because I thought I'm just going to put down these stems so I can see it. I was using a brighter green, I think it was apple green, but I didn't like it, so we brought in the dark green. And this is going to blend in really well with our, you know, this muted sort of look. I don't really have a favorite color, but all these vintagey purples and pinks, you know, the lavenders, not the lavender plant because they can be quite bright, but you know what I mean, like that dusty pink, dusty blues, dusty, I bring my mind to Copic colors, and if you're a Copic person, like the B95s and the 90s, the B90s, you know, that dusty color. So we've jumped ahead a little bit. I'm still working out where everything is, basically. You can see up the top I've got a few bits and pieces. I'm leaving the buds, so you saw the flowers. So I've used the coffee color on the outlines to make them stand out a little bit and sort of give it that little bit of definition. Again, it's on pattern paper. It's not a super busy pattern paper, but it's not a plain. You can sort of see what I'm doing here. I'm putting the lines down for the outline and just the definition of each of the little buds. With the flowers, I've only really done that in the center. I will leave a link down to my blog post down below, and hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better. The softness, it's a softness. It's not it's not the focal image. It's just providing that little bit of extra fun, and I enjoy doing it. Even though it's sort of not my focus and I've spent a bit of time doing it, but we do it because we enjoy it. This is not a card that you give to Ange down the road. I've got an Ange neighbour. Although she would appreciate it. But, there's people that don't craft and don't appreciate it. I brought my sister-in-laws around. I must admit that I didn't realise they appreciated the cards I make and everything else. But I found out they do, which is quite nice, because then I can give them more fun cards and know that they're, one of my sister-in-laws, she's like, it stays out. It stays out for longer than any other card. So it's like, yes. This is my dark orange just in the center. Really, we've spent a lot of time with trying to get the images to have some definition and have some life to them. The centers, we're just going to put some color down. So that is it. That's all my coloring. So you might say, it's still a lot. Yes, it is. But I enjoy doing it. So, why not? Why not? I have some double-sided foam. This is double thickness, just to give it a little bit of oomph off the card. This is a little bit of, sorry if my head gets in the way there. I can't help it. I just thought, it's only quick. We'll live with it. I look all scruffy, but I'm actually not. This is just some grey cardstock I have in my stash. I can't think of what the name is. It is a paperrose. I just can't think of the name. I'll try and leave that linked down below as well. You can sort of see that it's recycled. I can't help it. It's good cardstock. No one's going to know. You know, but no one else knows that my cardstock is a little bit used. And it doesn't matter. So I picked out this little embellishment and we're going to layer him up as well. I was trying to find a card, but I can't find the card. I don't know what I've done with it. It'll be here stashed away somewhere. And I'm using a couple of the die cuts. Now these are embossed die cuts, so they have a little bit of texture to them, a little bit of, it's almost, how I would describe them is, it has elements in it that have sort of like glossy accents. That's basically what it is. It has parts of it like in flowers. Let me look at this card, which is not the same. So parts of the flowers are highlighted with glossy accents. There's parts of the basket, so like where it's weaved, where it crosses over, has vertical lines. I don't make baskets. I don't know. But you know how you have the vertical little supports to make it stand up, and then you weave it around. It's like those vertical things have a little bit of glossy accents. That's basically what it is. But it provides, it's not all over, but it's just where you'd probably have highlights of flowers or leaves and that sort of thing. This is out of the, I haven't written it down, this would be out of the All Occasions. I have to have a look and see which one that was out of. The All Occasions. There's also another one, the Black and White Sentiments, which are both brilliant little packs with so many different sized sentiments, and you've got everything under the sun. You've got so many things that you would ever possibly need, and they last you forever. I also have, and I mentioned this before, I also have the Crisp Christmas Sentiment Pack, which I've had for years. I've used it in classes and it's still going strong. There's still a lot of designs and lots of bits and pieces in it that is very usable today, because everything's usable. You know what I mean? Like, it just goes on and on and on. I am cutting up this little embossed die cut, and he's going to come out a little bit. So I just want him to have a tiny, I'm going to struggle getting him off. Nails are good in some ways because, like you just saw, I can put the foam on it easy enough. So he's got a little bit just underneath to support the flower, and then a bit of glue so it goes flat. So it's actually going to stick up a little bit more. And this is going to, as you can see, it goes past the side and it goes underneath on the right hand side. So past on the left and underneath on the right hand side. Using a little bit of dimension just to give him some extra oomph. And that is going to be almost it. Now, a card wouldn't be a card if it didn't have bling in it. So a little bit of the clear crystal mix. I use this, as you can see, as embellishments. This is actually sort of a bit more like a shaker card element, but this is what I use it, and I love them. So we're just placing those down, and I'm going to stick those down with a little bit of liquid glue, also from paperrose. So that's pretty much my card. So let me know how the sound is. I do try and amplify it. It sounds good on my computer, but that could be my computer. Who knows? Let me know if you've tried this with a little bit of pencils just to have in the background. It's a little bit of a different card, but I quite liked it. I enjoyed making it, and I thought it was fun. So that's my card. So if you like this card, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and there's lots of fun bits and pieces coming up in this year. Lots of new fun people joining the team. So it'll be exciting to see what's going to happen. That's it for me today. Hope you're well. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.